Hello students, I am Niyati Chauhan, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In Chapter 2, today I explain DCS configuration. In last lecture I have discussed input output of DCS, right? And we have also studied about analog control, digital direct digital control, and last one distributed process control. So today I explain DCS configuration. In DCS configuration, HLOI HLOI, that means high level operators interface. HLOI, it is known as operators console in the कंट्रोल रूम. मीन्स कंट्रोल रूम में जो ऑपरेटर्स का जो कंसोल है, मतलब ऑपरेटर जहां से इनपुट दे रहा है, दैट इज हाई लेवल ऑपरेटर्स इंटरफेस. इट कैन बी कनेक्टेड थ्रू अ shared communication facility, that is data highway. मीन्स जो भी पीएलसी है या कुछ कंट्रोल पैनल है, वो सब हम डेटा हाईवे से कनेक्ट करेंगे टू रिस्पेक्टिव डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सिस्टम कंपोनेंट्स. These components can be located either in control room adjacent to the control room or out in the field. Means कि ये जो कंपोनेंट है, वो कंपोनेंट कंट्रोल रूम के पास में ही होते हैं या तो फील्ड के बाहर होते हैं, राइट? जो भी कंपोनेंट से हमने डेटा हाईवे कनेक्ट किया है वो. लेट्स सी वन डायग्राम. हियर यू कैन सी दिस इज हाई लेवल ह्यूमन इंटरफेस, राइट? मतलब ये ऑपरेटर का कंसोल है, वहां से ऑपरेटर डेटा चेंज कर सकता है. एंड इन सेंटर यू कैन सी शेयर्ड कम्युनिकेशन फैसिलिटी. मतलब कि जो डेटा हाईवे है, जहां से केबल्स हर एक जगह पे हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं केबल को, वो है डेटा हाईवे. सो यहाँ से कम्युनिकेशन होगा प्रोसेस के वायर का, राइट? फिर लोकल कंट्रोल यूनिट का. ओके, तो सबका कम्युनिकेशन यहाँ से होगा. लोकल कंट्रोल यूनिट्स you can see in diagram here. This is local control units, right? So let's see local control units, LCU. It can also be provided with some limited amount of display capability. मतलब कि जो लोकल कंट्रोल यूनिट है, उसको लिमिटेड अमाउंट में ही वो डिस्प्ले विजुअलाइज कर सकता है, राइट? इन जीटीयू एग्जाम क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड एक्सप्लेन एलसीयू एंड HLOI, right? In 7 marks, question can be asked. Let's see in local control unit, operators interface is known as LLOI. मतलब कि लोकल कंट्रोल यूनिट में जो ऑपरेटर्स का इंटरफेस है, उसको हम बोलेंगे लो लेवल ऑपरेटर्स इंटरफेस. A specific DCS for a particular plant is configured from standard building blocks. मतलब कि जो स्पेसिफिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड कंट्रोल सिस्टम है, वो पर्टिकुलर प्लांट के लिए हमने यहाँ पे उसका स्ट्रक्चर बनाया है. The main components of a distributed control system are available in next page, right? uh, Next we see structure of DCS. You can see in this diagram in middle say shared communication facility, right? That is data highway, and through data highway each blocks are connected, right? You can see in upper side and also in lower side, right? uh, in in this diagram you can see console or high level operators interface, means HLOI is here, right? And you can see 2 to 5 CRTs are available, keyboard, right? Many other things are available in this level. Okay, then after you can see supervisory computer interface package, then after you can see controller PLC interface, and last traffic detector. ट्रैफिक डिटेक्टर दैट मीन्स कि अगर जो हम सिग्नल जो भेजते हैं, जो डेटा भेजते हैं, वो रुक ना जाए, कहीं पे रह ना जाए, तो उसका डिटेक्ट करेगा ट्रैफिक डिटेक्टर, राइट? जैसे हम रास्ते में जाते हैं, सो अगर ट्रैफिक डिटेक्टर मतलब ट्रैफिक पुलिस नहीं होता है, तो लोग कहीं भी जगह मतलब जो 4 क्रॉस रोड है वहां पे वो लोग कुछ ओबे ही नहीं करेंगे कोई रूल्स, और वो ऐसे ही जाएंगे अपने हिसाब से, राइट? अगर ट्रैफिक पुलिस है तो हम रुकेंगे. तो वैसे ही यहाँ पे ट्रैफिक डिटेक्टर मतलब कौन सा डेटा पहले जाना चाहिए, कौन सा बाद में जाना चाहिए, वो सब डिटेक्ट करेगा. फिर यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो नीचे, यहाँ पे है मल्टी लूप ऑपरेशन controller, that is local control unit, LCU, right? So LCU is here, and an LCU can handle from 8 to 32 loops, or up to about 100 input output cards with 4 to 8 input points per card, राइट? मतलब यहाँ पे 8 to 32 लूप्स वो मतलब चल सकती है, इतनी लूप, एंड 100 इनपुट आउटपुट कार्ड्स ऑल्सो अवेलेबल, राइट? and you can see next is dedicated loop controller, राइट? डेडिकेटेड लूप कंट्रोलर मतलब कि अगर कुछ फॉल्ट होता है तो ये वाला पोर्शन हैंडल करेगा, राइट? एंड मल्टीप्लेक्सर, दैट मीन्स फॉर मॉनिटरिंग. Multiplexer is not for controlling, only for monitoring, right? So let's see theory. These components include for DCS configuration, right? In diagram you can see components are PLC, then after uh, you can see CRTs, right? So one by one see components of DCS configuration. Uh, which which components are shown in figure. Next, these components include CRTs, CRT available in the central computer room, and it is also available in HLOI. Next one is PLC. Here PLC and supervisory control, here supervisory control and PLC CRTs available in the central control room, and this is a high level operators interface. PLC and supervisory computers is used to interconnection digital systems. Data highway that connect various parts of the system and is operated by traffic director. Okay, you can see in diagram CRT is used for high level operators interface, supervisory and PLC for interconnection of digital system, and traffic director that is used for traffic management in data highway system. The process input output signals are connected to LCU. The process input output signals are connected to local control unit. The input output for the most critical control loops, the ones which should continue functioning if the central processor or data highway fails, should be connected to dedicated card controller. मतलब कि अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है इनपुट आउटपुट कंट्रोल लूप में एंड डेटा हाईवे में, तो वो कनेक्ट हो जाता है डेडिकेटेड लूप कंट्रोलर में, राइट, जो यहाँ पे वो ब्लॉक है. नेक्स्ट, if this level reliability is selected, this level that means LCU level, right? If this level reliability is selected, the process will remain under control as long as the LCU is functioning. Even if the central processor or data highway fails, LCU fails, the failure will interrupt the controls of only the one unit operation, while the rest of the plant remain unaffected. Means अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है डेटा हाईवे में या एलसीयू में, तो कोई एक यूनिट में इंटरप्ट आता है, बाकी दूसरे जो प्लांट है वो उसमें नो इफेक्ट, राइट. LCU does not serve control functions but rather serves monitoring function is multiplexer. मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था कि मल्टीप्लेक्सर वो कंट्रोल का फंक्शन नहीं है. वो कौन सा फंक्शन है? वो मॉनिटर करता है पूरी सिस्टम का, राइट, कि कुछ इंटरप्ट आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है. सो दिस इज configuration of DCS, and see one video of DCS configuration. Okay.
This is the system cabinet of Honeywell DCS. We will start from the power supply connections. These are the two incomers, incomer 1 and incomer 2. These are the two MCBs to isolate that 230 volt AC supply. These two MCBs are provided for the connection of 230 volt AC to power supply module. This is the MCB for fan, and 3 MCBs are provided as a spare. Now this incomer supply is going at this point on power supply module. This power supply module converts the 230 volt AC into 24 volt DC. At the output of this module, there are total 8 outputs can be generated with 24 volt DC, and this supply is going at IO chassis and controller. Now we will have the look on controller. This is the Series C type C300 controller. The fuse is provided for the isolation of power supply of controller during maintenance or during replacement. These 3 switches are provided for assigning the last digit of IP address. Currently it is set at 0, 0 and 7. So its last digit is 007. This is the connection for the GPS. This yellow link and green link is the primary connectivity of Ethernet from switch to the controller. Yellow link indicates our primary link and green link is a redundant link. This orange cable is cross connected with the another controller which is in redundant with primary controller. And now if the status LED of the controller is green, then the controller is in primary state, and if the status LED of the controller is in amber color, it means it is a backup controller. Now controller is communicating with the server through this control firewall, which is CF9 model. This control firewall, this is the uplink for the data transfer of controllers with to server through network switch, and there are 8 output ports from where the connections are Ethernet connections are terminating on the controller. This is the primary first port of the control firewall which is going on primary controller, and second link going on the redundant controller. Similarly, for establishing the redundancy, green cable which is redundant connectivity is also provided on 4P controller and 4R controller. Now this is the redundant IO-Link A connectivity usually provided for the communication with IO chassis. This single link can accept up to 32 analog inputs from the module, 32 IO modules. And this is the redundant violet IO-Link B connectivity which connects with the another 32 modules. So totally it can accept the 64 modules. MBA master battery assembly is act as a backup when the 230 volt UPS supply fails. This red and black is 24 volt supply coming from the SMPS module, and it is DIN rail mounted. Now I will show you where this connectivity is going. IO-Link modules connectivity. So these are the cables which are connected here with blue modules. This blue cable is going at this point. These are our IO modules. Analog input, analog output, digital input, digital output. And this black cables, which is prefabricated cable, these are going on the field termination assembly for accepting the field data. So these are the field termination assembly. This is for the analog input and this is for the analog output. These are the cable coming from the IO modules, and this LED shows the healthy status of the FTA module, and these are coming from the field side. These two are our main engineering server, server A and server B. Let us look at back of this CPU. Okay, this is our tower, Dell TowerEdge T610 CPU. Here you can see yellow and green connectivities came from the network switch. Both the links are provided for establishing the redundancy. Now we will see the network switch, from where the connectivity is coming. Okay, these are the Cisco provided 24 port network switches having capability of 100 Mbps data transfer rate. This red cable is used for the redundancy of these two network switches. If one fails, then another will come in line. And these are the 24 port of this network switch. One will go to the primary server. Another yellow link will also go to the primary server. So for establishing the redundancy, one yellow and one green FT link must be provided to that particular node. This is the simplified diagram whatever we have discussed previously in this video. So first of all, we will discuss the components in this diagram. This 1 and 2 is network switch. This is the server. This is the local system or operator station. These two are the controller, and these two are the control firewall. This one and this one is IO chassis. There are total 15 IO modules present in each IO chassis, some are blank. So now we will see how the data is transferring from the field to the server. So these IO modules are connected with the FTA modules through prefabricated cable as shown previously in this video. So this IO module accepts the inputs from the determination assembly module and converts in the digital signal. Now this signal is transferred to the controller through two links. This is the IO link 1, also called as IO link A, and this is the IO link 2, also called as IO link B. Here there is only one chassis is shown. We can parallelly connect the another chassis with this link. So totally on one link we can connect the 30 modules. So this digital data is transferred to the controller. Now its controller function to provide this data to the server for monitoring purpose. So this data is transferred to the server through control firewall and network switch. Network switch is the central connectivity for overall system.
If you have any query, then you can ask me. Thank you for watching video.